Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of The Fishing Teacher, and really appreciate you guys coming by the channel to spend some time with me on the video today. We're going to be talking about beat up lures, guys, today. Lures that have the paint knocked off them. These are some of my most productive lures, and I've got some theories on that, so I'm going to give you guys some tips and advice on them, and actually some tips and advice how you can create your own beat up looking lure without even fishing it long enough to get it looking beat up. So we're going to get into that in today's video. Also, guys, quick reminder, I'd just like to invite everybody to please swing by Tackle Warehouse and check out the line of my new Block-It throwback jigs from Cumberland Pro Lures. If you guys haven't heard me talking about this is the jig that I helped design with Cumberland Pro Lures. Living rubber skirt, guys, which is the most awesome skirt for a jig. It's the most realistic looking skirt, hand tied. It's got a 4/0 mustad hook in it, short shank for extra, hooking power, awesome weed guard, powder coated head that you can't get the chip off of, and it's got a turned eye tie there, which allows it to come over the cover really good, like for lay down trees and timber and that type of stuff. But I'll put my throwback jig link in the description. We've got 6 different colors if you guys like to pick up some, so I really appreciate that. Okay guys, here's a prime example. Let me show you here. This is Megabass Vision 110 that I have caught a freaking ton of fish on. You can see how beat up this thing is right here. This was originally the Ito Tennessee shad, and it's just I've caught so many fish on this thing, and it's gotten the paint is knocked off of half of it everywhere on there, and it still catches a ton of fish, and I still fish it just like this. So anyway, here is my theory on it and what I have seen about it. There are certain lures, when you buy a lure, whether it be a jerkbait or crankbait or anything like that, a hard lure I'm talking about, every lure is not uniform. It's like the process when manufacturers make lures, they can't get them exactly the same all the time. There's always some variation as far as the position of the internal balancers, or the thickness of the plastic, or the way it sets in the mold or something. I'm not really sure what the deal is. But like Megabass, a high quality lure, they're all pretty similar. But some lure categories out there, you get some that have better action than others. Just there's something about it that, like on a jerkbait like this particular one right here, or a crankbait, you can see it in the water. It's like when you put it in the water, it just looks a little bit different. There's something about the design of the lure, the way it came through the mold, that makes it dart more, gives it better action, makes them wobble better. I don't know what it is, but I've got a bunch of crankbaits, for example, different type of brands of them, that I can tie 20 of them on, and there'll be one crankbait out there that looks different than any other the rest of them. And that's what happens when you get one like this old Vision 110 that I got right here. There's something about the way this thing came out of the mold, but the action on it is super appealing to the fish, along with the way the paint has been scraped off here. So that's why a lot of your favorite lures, they're all old and beat up looking, because there's something about that lure that catches a lot of fish. Now, second to that, there's actually the aspect, and what I want to talk about today, as far as creating a lure that's beat up looking like this. Now, when you have a lure, let me get you a brand new one out of the box here, and I'll sort of show you the difference between it. When you have a lure that is brand new and perfect out of the box, there's something about some of them, they just don't look natural. Like, here's like a brand new Vision 110, guys. It's absolutely perfect, and no doubt this thing will catch a bunch of fish next to this beat up old Warrior here, which both of them catches a lot of fish. Now, there's something about it that fish, they like something that looks beat up. They like something that looks wounded in the water, whether it be a plastic worm that I rough up the salt in it, like you guys hear me talking about. I'll take some of my big swim baits, and I'll take a pair of scissors, and I'll cut slits in the sides of the swim bait to make it look beat up. And even like on my jerkbaits and crankbaits, I'll take a knife or a piece of sandpaper, whatever, and I'll take a knife and I'll go through and just like put hack marks in it, or scrape some of the paint off a little bit, leave some paint, scrape some off, throw it. I'll take it like a Vision 110 or something, I'll throw it on the pavement for maybe 30 or 40 casts to get it scratched up or something. But there's something about that imperfection that is very appealing to the fish. And I think it's just the fact that something looks wounded with it. So one of the things that I always try to do with my baits, it's like, I don't care if I've got a $25 Vision 110 or if I've got some cheap crankbait, it doesn't really matter. When I get a hard bait, I try to create some level of imperfection in it. I'll either, paint red gills on it, or like I said, I'll scrape it just a little bit with a knife, or I'll take a file and I'll just file it 2 or 3 times like that just to get some scratches on it. Maybe something that's just a confidence deal for myself or whatever, but it works. I mean, so almost everything that I do, and to save time, like I said, probably the easiest thing you can do is take your crankbait or your jerkbait, whatever, just get a regular file, just like a metal file or a wood file, and just go just like that 2 or 3 times on both sides of it, just to scratch up the paint a little bit. You'll be amazed to see the difference that you get on this, especially the cleaner water situations. But it's something that I've been doing for decades and got a lot of confidence in the way it works. So anyway, hope it helps you guys catch a few, and we'll talk later.